Hello friends, welcome to my channel Clinical Biochemistry by Dr. P.K. Prabhakar. Today we are going to solve some of the important MCQ on the polymerase chain reactions. The video for polymerase chain reactions already I have uploaded, and one of the additional video on PCR I have already uploaded. So the link for those two videos I will give in the description box and the I button also. And here we are going to solve 20 questions on the PCRs. No, so the first question of is the PCR techniques was developed by, and here is our four options: Kohler, Altman, Carey Mullis, and Malestin. So this PCR techniques, the correct option for this one is Carey Mullis, and the Carey Mullis has discovered this PCR techniques in 1983-84. He was an American biochemist, and he was working in the Cetus Corporations. In recognition of his invention of polymerase chain reaction, he has been awarded the Nobel Prize in 1993, along with the Japanese scientists. So the discovery was done by Carey Mullis in 1984-85. Second question is the polymerase chain reaction is it is a DNA sequencing techniques, it is a DNA degradation techniques, it is a DNA amplification techniques, or all of the above. The correct option is it is in DNA amplification techniques. So what exactly we are going to do in the polymerase chain reaction is the polymerase chain reactions, as its name suggests, it is a chain reaction. So here we are going to amplify the DNA from the single small amount of DNA. We are going to get multiple copy of the DNA. So sometimes this polymer chain reaction PCR is also called as molecular photocopying. Because this reaction is very fast, in a small time duration you can get a high number of DNA segment from the small quantity. So that's why it is a DNA amplification techniques. The next question is which of the following statement is accurate for PCR or that is polymerase chain reactions. The automated PCR machines are called as thermal cyclers. A thermostable DNA polymerase is required. Millions or to billions of desired DNA copies can be produced from milligram quantities of DNA, and all of the above. The correct option is all of the above. So PCR techniques, it is going to be performed in a specific instrument. That instrument we are going to call thermal cycler. Why we are going to call thermal cycler? Because temperature, there are three different phases of the PCR reactions will be there. First, we are going to denature our DNA, that will occur at 94 degrees centigrade. Then we are having a annealing. Their primer will be added to the separated DNAs. That is called annealing. That reaction occurs roughly at 52 to 55 degrees centigrade. And the third process, that is called elongation or extension, where DNA polymerase elongates the DNA. So that reaction occurs at 72 degrees centigrade. So and all these three reactions occurs in a cycle. So this is called one step, one cycle, and this is going to occur in the cyclic manners. So because of this one, and high temperature to the low temperature, there will be sequential change in the temperature. So that's why we are going to call it thermal cycler. That instrument is called thermal cyclers. So in this case, because temperature will be from 94 to 52 degrees centigrade, so we require a specific thermostable DNA polymerase. So thermostable DNA polymerase is needed in this experiment, and in a small duration of time you are going to get millions to billions of copy of DNA. So in previous question I have already told you it is also called as molecular photocopying. So all of the above is correct. Then the next question is which of the following is a thermostable polymerase? Taq polymerase, Wnt polymerase, PFU polymerase, or all of the above. The correct option is all of the above. So there are four different thermostable polymerases currently we are having, which we can use in the PCRs. They are Taq polymerase, they are Wnt polymerase, PFU polymerase, and PWO polymerase. These are the four different thermostable polymerases which can be used in the PCR cycles. Which of the following is the basic requirement for PCR reactions? We do first option is DNA segment to be amplified, that is DNA target, two oligonucleotide primers, a heat stable DNA polymerase, and all of the above. The correct option is all of the above. In this case, we require one DNA segment which is going to be to copy it. We require two specific primer which is specific for your target DNA, and a DNA thermostable DNA polymerase also required. Other than this one, there are requirement of some other components also we are going to require. So overall requirement will be, we are requiring a DNA samples, we require two specific primers, we require a thermostable DNA polymerase, we require 4 different types of nucleotide triphosphates, we require buffer to provide the proper environment for the reactions, and we require divalent metal ions. Most commonly we are going to use manganese and magnesium, and if it is not going to be available, then we can use potassium also. So these are the requirement for the PCR. Why are Wnt polymerase and PFU more efficient than Taq polymerase? Because of proofreading activity, because of more efficient polymerase activity, both A and B, and none of the above. The correct option is because of proofreading activity. Taq polymerase does not have proofreading activity. It is only polymerase. It can do the polymerization, but it does not have proofreading. It cannot correct the wrongly added nucleotides. Whereas Wnt polymerase and PFU polymerase and PWO polymerase, these are having polymerase as well as proofreading activity. So the advantages of Wnt on PFU or PWO polymerase is their proofreading capacity. So that is the advantages they are having. So the correct option is because of proofreading, and that is 3' to 5' proofreading power. Next question is, which of the following is the first and the most important step in the polymerase chain reaction? It is annealing, primer, extension, denaturations, and none of the above. The correct option is denaturation. So there are 3 different kind of steps are there. First, denaturation of DNA strands at 94 degrees centigrade, then annealing of primer at 3' end of DNA samples at 54 degrees centigrade, and lastly elongation of thermostable DNA polymerase at 72 degrees centigrade. So the most important step was denaturation. What is the process of binding of primer to the denatured strands called? There are 3 steps I have told you. So we'll say these are the steps: annealing, denaturation, and elongations. I have told you there are 3 important steps of polymerase chain reactions. First was where DNA strands is going to be separated out. So that is called as denaturations. Then primer will be added to those separated DNA, that is called as annealing steps. And then DNA polymerase is going to polymerize the chains, that is called as elongation reactions. In the primer PCR, we don't have any renaturation steps. So here, according to the question, what is the process of binding of primer is called? That is called as annealing step. So correct option is annealing. Annealing is the association of primer to the target DNA. The crucial steps in PCR is the annealing of primer, where is annealing temperature determined by the specificity of primer annealing. Next question is, which of the following statement true regarding PCR? Options are: primer extension occurs at 72 degrees centigrade. Denaturation involves heating at 90 to 98 degrees centigrade. Annealing involves of binding of primer between 40 to 60 degrees centigrade, and all of the above. The correct option is all of the above. I have told you there are 3 steps. First step is denaturations. This occurs roughly 94 degrees centigrade, that is 90 to 98 degrees centigrade. Second step is annealing, which occurs around 52 degrees centigrade. Third step is primer extension, which or elongation by DNA polymerase at 72 degrees centigrade. So these are the 3 important steps. So all of the above is correct option. Denaturation is the process of heating between 72 degrees centigrade, heating between 40 to 60 degrees centigrade, heating between 90 to 98 degrees centigrade, none of the above. On an average, the denaturation process, that is the first step, that occurs at 94 degrees centigrade. So the correct option in this option is given is this 90 to 98 degrees centigrade. So the correct option is C. Next question is, Taq polymerase is used for PCR is extracted from. So I have told you these are the options: Thermus aquaticus, which is U bacteria, Pyrococcus furiosus, Archibacteria, Thermococcus littoralis, Archibacteria, Pyrococcus woshae, that is Archibacteria. The correct option is Taq polymerase has been isolated from Thermus aquaticus. We have 4 different organisms. Thermus aquaticus gives us Taq polymerase. PFU polymerase has been isolated from Pyrococcus furiosus. Wnt polymerase has been isolated from Thermus littoralis, and PWO polymerase has been isolated from Pyrococcus woshae. Similarly, PFU polymerase used for the PCR is extracted from same options we are having. PFU polymerase is extracted from Pyrococcus fusariolus. PWO polymerase of used for PCR is extracted from, it is Pyrococcus woshae. That is the correct option. Vent polymerase used in the PCR is extracted from, that is extracted from Thermococcus litoralis. That is the correct option here. How many DNA duplex are obtained from one DNA duplex after the 4 cycle of PCR? The options are 2, 4, 16 and 64. Now we know the total number of DNA what we are going to get after the n number of cycle is 2 to the power n. So in this case we are having 4 cycles. So we will get 2 to the power 4 equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, and it is equal to 16. The correct option is 16. So the formula used to calculate the number of DNA copies formed after a given number of cycles is 2 to the power n, where n is the number of cycles. Thus a reaction set for 4 cycles results in 16. Next question is, primer used for process of polymerase chain reactions are single-stranded RNA nucleotides, single-stranded DNA nucleotides, double-stranded RNA nucleotide, single-stranded DNA nucleotides. In this case of primer polymerase chain reactions, we are going to elongate our DNA chain. So the primer what we are going to here is, that is our DNA sample. Means we are going to use oligonucleotide, DNA oligonucleotide. So obviously this will not be our answer. This will not be our answer. Now the primer will be the single stranded, so that it will be complementary to the target strand. So after the denaturation step, when 2 strands will be separated out, then primer will be added, single stranded DNA primer will be added to the target strand. So the correct option is B. The primer is single stranded DNA oligonucleotide. In the PCR process, we use 2 stranded DNA primers, 2 single stranded, means 2 copy single stranded complementary to the 3' end of each sense and antisense strands. Reverse transcription PCR uses RNA as a template for DNA, mRNA as a template for cDNA, DNA as a template for SS single stranded DNA, and all of the above. The correct option here is, in case of reverse transcriptase, we start from messenger RNA and we are going to use reverse transcriptase enzyme. That reverse transcriptase enzymes is having 3 different specific properties. So it is having RNA dependent DNA polymerase, DNA dependent DNA polymerase, and then RNase H activity. So what it do? It is going to, we are going to use messenger RNA as a template to form a complementary DNA. That is our correct option. Next question is, which property is present in reverse transcriptase enzyme? It is having DNA dependent DNA polymerase, RNA dependent DNA polymerase, or RNase H activity. And all of the above. So correct option is all of the above. Reverse transcriptase enzyme is having all 3 properties. So first, it is having DNA dependent DNA polymerase, RNA dependent DNA polymerase, and RNase H activity. So all of the option is correct option. Which of the following is an application of polymerase chain reactions? That is site-directed mutagenesis, site-specific recombinations, site-specific translocations, or all of the above. The correct option is PCR is going to be used for site-directed mutagenesis applications. And the last question is, the polymerase chain reaction is used for amplifying gene of interest, construct RAPD, rapid random amplification of polymorphic DNA maps, detecting the presence of transgenes in an organism, and all of the above. The correct option is all of the above. So PCR is going to be used for amplifying your gene of interest, whatever DNA you want, it will be amplified. It will be used for the construction of RAPD maps also, and it is used to detect the presence of transgenes in an organism also. So that is the correct option. So that's all for today. Hope you will be benefited with these questions. So thank you very much. Next day we will come with some other questions from some other units. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.